Hi everyone, my name is Phyllis and I'm the owner of Moody Quilting Fabrics. This is the first day, part one, of the quilt along off the rails. So this is the quilt we're going to be working on. And like I said in the intro last week, I think it was, that we would be working on this, and I'm going to show you small little modules. Now you can download the pattern as a PDF file from my website. I'll put the link down below. It's a small little charge of $5. Today we are going to work on these little 4 patches. That's what we're going to do today. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to cut the amount of strips that you need to do these 4 patches. Okay, everything is all in the pattern. So next we will, I'm going to just switch over to the camera and put myself up in the corner. All right, so this is what we're going to work on today. So we're going to do the 4 patches, and the first thing you want to do is take your strips, the quantity that's written in the pattern, cut them to the size that they tell you to, and you're cutting from selvage to selvage. You're going to sew these 2 strips together and iron to the dark side. Super easy so far, right? Now we are going to take 2 of these strips. Now if you have a single one like this one is, you're going to just cut it singly, and then you're going to have to put your pieces carefully together and line up the center seam. But if you have 2 strip sets that you've sewn together, what I like to do is I like to line up those seams to make sure that they lie flat, and you can feel it as you work. So I'm just moving my finger along and making sure that that is flat, but they're nested together. Okay. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to square off this little edge. Let me just move these out of the way. You're going to square off these little edges here. All right. Okay, and you're just going to trim off any excess, and then you're going to cut what it says in the pattern. And I'm just going to double check my cuts. Yep. You're just going to cut whatever it says in the pattern. You're going to line up your ruler. You're going to move your ruler along. I like to keep it close together and just double check to make sure I am cutting the right size. And then you cut. Now I'm just going to switch over to the sewing machine. You're going to put your 1/4 inch foot in the sewing machine. You're going to make sure that these are nested really nice. See how they're like nicely nested? So you're going to make sure that they stay nested, and you're going to sew a 1/4 inch. So let me just I should switch glasses. Okay, and you're just going to sew a 1/4 inch. Okay, now you can chain sew these, so that makes it super easy, right? That makes it really super easy to chain sew. So you do all your cutting, and then you would do all your sewing, and by chain sewing it will save on thread, and it's actually a little faster to chain sew. Let me just get this out of the way. And I'm just, because I need to get the iron going, and I'm just going to move this out of the way. There we go. And then you're just going to iron this, however. Okay, so if you've made sure that you have nested those strips, the seams from those strips together, and you nested them, you will end up getting a perfect point there. Trim off any excess threads that you might have. It saves time in the big picture if you do some trimming now. So you are going to make so many of these and so many of these. So you're going to make enough for one block, and that's the gold. So this gold is going to go there, and these guys are going to go there and in these corners. So let me just switch back so you can get a better picture. So let me repeat that. So these guys here, these guys are going to go like that in these corners. And the gold ones with the background are going to be here in these corners. Okay, so I will show you those when we get there. So that's it for this week, and we'll see you next week for the second part. So happy quilting. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.